Hello, listeners. Welcome to the On Shin Air Show, where your mental fitness is our business. Let's get straight to the point today. Look, using someone's name is perfectly fine, and this is hence why CNN always uses Donald Trump's name. And Donald Trump, seeing how paranoid he gets about other things, doesn't get paranoid about that. So I don't know what Gage Kirby's reason is for being paranoid. Actually, I think I do, but nevertheless. So the fact that Gage Kirby is so paranoid about his name is clearly a personal mental problem and not a universal problem that needs addressing. Meaning that Gage Kirby has a lot of issues. Okay, I mean that's been proven time and time again over the years. So his fear over his name and his fear over his surroundings is more of a personal mental issue and not something that we here at the Unshinny Show or anyone else for that matter has anything to be worried about, because it's not our fault that his has happened to him. He kind of brought it on himself because he chooses not to get the help that he needs, which is hurting him in the long run. Gage continues to try to stuff his beliefs, in other try to stuff his beliefs in other people's heads. His conservative ideology, his beliefs, his my sexuality has been a problem for Gage for over 2 years. It's true, because that's the only thing he talks about. He keeps trying to make it seem like he doesn't care, but we all know that he does because of his previous YouTube videos, which he still hasn't apologized for or owned up for. We all know it's him, but we just want to hear him say, hey, I did wrong. He called me a faggot so many times that I could actually write a book about it, which I have. I've written over 20 books. Most of them are sold on Amazon.com. That's on Shin-A, and that's not in service. So check it out and support transgender writers everywhere. Gage Kirby has violated the privacy of many people, from screenshots of other people's accounts, illegal screenshots of other people's accounts, to exposing people's personal emails. Gage is a classic agent in the exposure game. Sadly for him, that got him nowhere. He failed to realize that nothing good comes out of meddling in other people's affairs. And isn't that the truth? To be honest, I don't want any harm to befall Gage Kirby, or anyone for that matter. Yet somehow he continues to ignore that statement, which I have made in almost all of our podcasts and streams and such. But he casts aside the truth in order to replace it with his own corrupted narrative. Now that we want to do harm, ill will against people, he is once again putting his personal beliefs and his personal narratives in front of reality, which he constantly does. Calling people by their names is not a problem, nor has it ever been a problem to anyone on earth. And the only reason why I had a problem with Gage Kirby using my name is because of the very fact that isn't my name. Who that person is, I have no idea. I mean, my name is right there in the title of the show. So at the end of the day, come on, you still can't get my name right after all these years. Get with it. Gage is his own problem all by himself, and he has a lot of personal issues that he needs to work on before he continues to try and change the mindsets of others. Meaning, before you pull a twig out of someone else's eye, pull the log out of your own eye. For one thing, he can't admit when he is wrong. Gage Kirby is an interesting name, which it is, because I mean, when I think of Kirby, I think of that little pink fellow in the Super Mario games, Nintendo and stuff. Kirby, and Gage reminds me of like Gage Gage the Rage or something like the stunt devil. I don't know where I saw it, right? India or something like that. There's a stunt devil by the name Gage the Rage, and you always go flying over stuff and on a motorcycle. He was really cool. So I mean, I don't understand what the problem, what Gage Kirby's problem is with his name. I mean, GK is a pretty good acronym or abbreviation for his name. So it's like, what's the problem with his name? Like, I don't get it. So clearly it's a personal issue, because no one else is complaining about his name. Now we may complain about his actions and his character, yes, but his name is perfectly fine, and whatnot. So I mean, like, I really hope that he gets the help that he needs, because his paranoia is growing and growing and growing, and he has only himself to blame. For one thing, Gage can't admit when he is wrong, which is already known. Gage Kirby is an interesting name, like I said, so I don't understand why he hates his name so much. Probably because he brought a curse to his name when he started his job on YouTube of being a commentator for the conservative right, which I did warn him beforehand that would not serve him in his lifetime. But of course, you know how Gage is, he just doesn't listen. It is sad that Gage finds it enjoying to bully transgender people like myself, but yet I have never done anything to him at all, which is true because he found me. I didn't find him; he found me. And then the only thing I said was, don't bully people when it came to involve Amy and such. I mean, you don't have to agree with anything that Amy said, but you don't have to bully him and harass him like the way that he does. I mean, the YouTube videos are out there. You can just go to YouTube and type Gage the Loudmouth, and it's right there. I mean, it's this fact. It's out there in the public, and such. So, everyone knows about it. If you don't know, now you know. That being said, being paranoid over your name or someone using your name is stupid and a waste of time. No one benefits from Gage going cray over someone calling him by his actual name. That is why I keep saying to you, the listener, be proud of who you are and what you identify as. Don't run from who you are, like Gage Kirby is doing to himself right now. Embrace your individuality and your uniqueness with great stride and confidence. Putting blame on others for your identity crisis, which is what Gage is doing to me, will not take away your struggle. It will only add problems to your already existing situation. Gage Kirby is really screwed up in the head. That's not surprising. And I honestly pray that he gets the help that he needs with his personal issues. And I honestly do pray. And I suggest that especially you, the listener, pray for Gage Kirby as well, that he gets the mental help that he needs so he can live a better, peaceful, and more successful life. But I can only do so much to help him. Now he has to help himself to be an upstanding citizen of this planet called Earth. Right? So I can give you the key. You have to open the door and walk through it. I cannot control you like a puppet. And then if I try to do it, Gage Kirby will have something else to complain about. Unlike all the other stuff that I didn't do, that would be something that I did do. So, that's clearly never going to happen. I honestly don't understand what is so great about being a conservative, which I don't. That keeps Gage and others to continue to live that lifestyle. I mean, which is true, because being a conservative is not only stressful, but it's also highly anti-human. So I mean, why even do stuff like that? And then lie about it and say you're not, when clearly your action and character proves that you are. Or anyone really, not just Gage, but anyone. How the suffering of humanity can be how the suffering of humanity can be fuel for his future YouTube empire, meaning his commentation for the conservative right, in favor of the conservative right rather. How he continues to live in his delusional mindset with his make-believe creation of Stetson Hardwick, whoever that may be. This made-up character that he continues to push as a reason for his madness. Okay, so as Stetson Hardwick isn't real, which I did a podcast on that maybe a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago, about how I even wrote a book about it, about how there is Gage Kirby had made up this character, Stetson Hardwick, and we played along with it for a while, but then it got boring, and so we decided to stop and whatnot, because we can seriously tell that Gage Kirby actually believed that this person existed. So we decided to kind of wash our hands of the situation, move on, and such. I mean, we had our fun, but then this became sad, and depressing. To watch Gage Kirby, suffer with his mental issues the way that he did, and such. Nor is so Stetson Hardwick, like I said, isn't real. It's not a real person. Nor is any of Gage's beliefs, like the belief that that human beings are too stupid to make decisions for themselves. This is very sad indeed to see that there are still people suffering from these type of mental illnesses even in the 21st century. And I honestly believe that, we're intelligent people. We should be able to find a way to alleviate such things, without hurting the individual themselves. But yet we have not. Our priorities are in the wrong place. Our priority, the conservative right priority is to hurt those who protest against injustice. Not the real issues like mental illness or global warming and such. Our government, being the government of America in this case, so I should say the government of the United States of America rather, needs to stop funding the NRA, or the National Rifle Association, and start pushing and promoting research and development for a permanent and safe cure for all mental illnesses, so that people like Gage Kirby and others all around the world don't have to suffer any longer with their internal condition. And of course, we mean that here on the On Show with the utmost respect. We realize that people have issues and stuff like that. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all go through stuff. But Gage Kirby refuses to get the proper help, and he's just getting worse and worse and worse. So we are the On Show, and we here at the On Show, as well as the Suwon Media Group, the Dehaman Shania Corporation, and the Democratic Republic of Dehaman Shania, love each and every one of you, the listeners, as well as Gage Kirby. We are an elite team of agents who fight tooth and nail to provide resources and escape. Provide resources for to alleviate your mental illness and escape from your personal issues that plague you at this day and age. From multiple points of views, meaning a governmental point of view is different from a personal point of view. Not one time have we ever thought of hating Gage Kirby or anyone on earth, nor have we once promoted that anyone go off and do any ill will against Gage Kirby. I mean, Gage Kirby is currently paranoid, but his paranoia has been created by his own self mental deterioration, not because of what anyone else has done to him, which is nothing. Because we are a news outlet, not bullies, and it is our job to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All we ever do is love our neighbor as ourselves, which is also what is instructed in the Bible and the Quran, and we Buddhists believe in that too. And a lot of people say that even if you don't believe in religion, it's a whole universal thing. But we forgive. Love our neighbors. Why Gage Kirby hates this, we still don't know. I mean, why did Gage Kirby hate love? Why Gage Kirby hates truth? Why Gage Kirby hates freedom of speech and freedom of press and freedom of expression? We still don't know. Probably because of his mental capacity. But we forgive the conservative right for their lies, deceptions, and attack against free speech and freedom of expression and freedom to love and to be loved and freedom to marry who we want to, etc. That being said, that does not give us an excuse to be ignorant of the events that is happening in our world today. AKA, that does not give us an excuse. Just because we forgive someone does not mean that is an excuse to be ignorant of Satan's devices. We would never do anything to promote violence against anyone for any reason at any time whatsoever. Nor have we ever done that in our lifetimes. Nor will we ever will do that. Nor will we ever do that in our lifetimes. So clearly Gage Kirby is lying again, as he always does when he wants to draw attention from the real issues like global warming and the global warming and how America treats immigrants and human rights issues and such, to the issues of the conservative right, basically keeping their guns and hating gay people, amongst other things. I would never be who the point of the matter is. I would never, Gage Kirby always says that, okay, well, I am who he says that I am. The reality of the matter is I would never be who Gage Kirby says I am, because at the end of the day, the person who Gage Kirby says I am never existed to begin with. That's when to grow on. So the picture that Gage Kirby paints about other people is not the actual picture that represents the actual picture that represents the real person. It's just his interpretation of it, which is corrupted and quite lame at best. The Honest Shinny Show is about truth. It's not about attacking people. And we hold no grudge against Gage Kirby or Damian Tate or any of the conservative right. We don't agree with them bullying people and hating people for their differences. We don't agree with them attacking, people who are not white or who's from other countries or who lives a different lifestyle choice than they do. But we would never promote any harm or ill will against anyone, even the conservative right. All we do is we tell you the truth and we allow you to come up with your own conclusions. The reality of the matter is this, and now you have the right to think what you want about it and such. We are not here to control your mind. We're not here to brainwash you as Gage Kirby continues to say that we are, which is a lie. All we do is we speak the truth and we keep it real and we tell it how it is. If Gage Kirby doesn't like that, then he doesn't have to listen. But I really wish that he would continue to listen with an open mind, so that way he too can be a happy, he too can be a human being that benefits from life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But it all starts with putting in that work and never giving up. Until next time, goodbye and God bless the human race. This is the Honest Shinny Show, where your mental fitness is our business. Also, do not forget to check out my books be not in service, that's not in service, being sold in Amazon and wherever books are sold online. Till next time, goodbye.